need to drop
Ask Favor. Favor is seated here.
Please, don't.
How much did you lose last year?
I wish I had collected your 2K from you last.
For those of you watching live on our Facebook platform, Solutions 939 FM, same as our YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. Kes has dropped 1K on Newcastle United. My 1K is also coming on that.
I'm holding the money, don't worry.
It is Solutions 939 FM here in the city of Ibadan. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Youngster 9. Favor Laurentola flashing black this morning was good.
I'm fine. Like, it was historic yesterday for the Bees. I was super excited for them yesterday. Liverpool, sorry to Laddie Martins, was dejected last night.
I called Laddie Martins yesterday while the game was going on. He just ran out of the newsroom. He went to engineering office. From there he went to the reception. I don't know. He was just running up and down.
He wasn't himself yesterday. But sorry, Liverpool fans. But hey, it is okay. In your understand account. Good morning to you.
It is what it is, right? But guys, let us look at some stories on the show this morning. We look at tennis. We look at NBA. We talk about Formula One. We talk football. Well, remember, Kes is ready. He has been able to, kick off with his cash. But let's start talking about Martina Navratilova, who said she's not done yet after it was confirmed she had been diagnosed with throat and breast cancer. Navratilova is one of the most decorated tennis players of all time, having won 18 Grand Slam singles titles between 1978 and 1990. She successfully underwent treatment for breast cancer in 2010, but it has been revealed she's once again battling the illness. We wish her a quick recovery. But let's talk about Rafael Nadal this morning, as this man is not too alarmed about suffering back-to-back losses ahead of Australian Open following his latest United Cup defeat.
Well, the Spaniard suffered a second successive reverse in Sydney, going down 3-6, 6-1, 7-5 to Alex de Minaur after failing to Cameron Norrie. Nadal is set to go in search of a good record-extending 23rd Grand Slam title later this month, having won in Melbourne in 2020.
Okay, now let's go straight to the NBA, where Donovan Mitchell shattered the Cleveland Cavaliers franchise record with 71 points in his side's 145-134 home victory against Chicago Bulls on Monday. The Cavaliers' previous records for most points in one game belongs to Kai Irving and LeBron James, who both had a 57-point game in Cleveland uniform in 2015 and 2017, respectively. But now let's talk about New Orleans Pelicans this morning.
Well, New Orleans Pelicans will likely be without franchise player Zion Williamson for at least the next week after suffering a hamstring injury.
It's like a father's side that is happening to this man. But continue.
Is it village people?
I mean, he's prone to injuries. It's just like, Neymar. Remember, Neymar went to the World Cup, got injured in the first game, I guess, and missed like 2-3 games, came back for the Brazilian side. You look at some players, you feel like, yes, these players are good, but, I mean, due to injuries, they've not been able to live up to expectations. That has been what has been affecting Zion Williamson since he became a professional player. But I mean, it is what it is. But let's just look at other results of games in the NBA decided that we answer today. Remember, I told you yesterday that we'll be giving you results of games. LA Lakers
won.
Defeat Charlotte Hornets 121 to 150.
Yeah, you can say that.
No, you can take that result again.
No, I don't need to take it again.
Okay,
let me move over
ahead.
to Indiana Pacers, who actually won at home against Toronto Raptors 122 points to 114. Philadelphia 76ers also won the game 120 points against New Orleans Pelicans 111. Brooklyn Nets defeated San Antonio Spurs 139 points to 103 points. Houston Rockets lost the game against Dallas Mavericks 106 points, losing by 111 points. That Minnesota Timberwolves won the game 124 points. Denver Nuggets losing 111 points. Golden State Warriors, gave the golden
overtime.
They
defeated Atlanta Hawks 143. No, they defeated
Atlanta
won by
Hawks. 2 points.
Don't be. Let me just say it in Yoruba. Golden State Warriors defeated Atlanta Hawks 143 to 141 points. There's something like by 2 points here.
2 points. You just read that.
Golden State Warriors happens to be my first love in basketball. So sometimes when I see Golden State Warriors,
why are you always shooting yourself in the leg? First it was LA Lakers, and now you are revealing that it's Golden State Warriors. Was your, but now it's LA Lakers. Why always with the losing team? Portland Trail Blazers won their game 135 points. Detroit Pistons losing 106 points. LA Clippers couldn't clip the wings of Miami Heat, losing that game by 100 points to 110 points.
You for say 10-point difference.
10-point difference, no, it's a 10-point difference.
All right, guys, let's move away from that and let's look at another update this morning. Moving away from the NBA, let's talk Formula One. Well, remember, Mercedes has been suffering back-to-back defeats in the world of Formula One, but Mercedes remain skeptical about their 2023 Formula One title chances, despite a strong finish to their complete disaster of a 2022 season. After an unprecedented run of 8 straight constructor titles, Mercedes shockingly dropped to third in the standings last year after struggling with their all-new car concept, though the Silver Arrows encouraging farm at the end of the season has seen them tipped to bounce back in 2023 this year.
I'm surprised they even finished third. I was expecting fifth.
No.
They tried. Give it to
I
them.
know what to do to you. No, the season just started. No. Let's wait for the formula so we know the team you're supporting. I know. I don't know why is everything going against me this morning. Mercedes, Golden State Warriors. Oh no, LA Clippers has been able to. So last night, let us mention all the Liverpool fans in this house.
History. Priscilla.
Oh.
Landy Martins.
That was a Jambito in Liverpool.
Too playful.
Today, another call. Let us take it back to what happened at the Brentford Community Stadium last night.
There's the ball in. Oh, and it's come up. Ben Mee got in. Brentford take the lead. Well, the set piece. The undoing of Liverpool there. In by Jensen. Wissa! Oh, Anderson there. It's a goal. It's a goal for Brentford. It went over the line, and Johan Wissa this time will milk the moment. The goal line technology coming into play there. Alexander Arnold whips it well. Oh, it's in this time. That'll count. If they're behind here, it could get worse yet. It's a Burmo, and Brian Burmo. That may just seal things at Brentford. They have beaten Liverpool by 3-1.
What a disastrous night for Liverpool. Everything just went blue for them. But Jurgen Klopp has explained the reason he made some substitutions last night. But he came out to also say that, well, it was a bad night. The Liverpool team can be better.
And you have to use your own opportunities, because that's obviously their defending is now not like that they don't, that the opponent has no chances. So I think it would have been no surprise if the game is 2-2 after 55 minutes or whatever. So, and then from there, I would have loved to see the game. But it didn't happen because of us. And then when the third goal, when they scored the third goal, then you could see after very intense games we had now, and this today was super intense as well, it didn't look like the biggest belief was there anymore.
Well, Jurgen Klopp there, you see him very humble when he loses games, and you can listen to him well. Now let's talk about Thomas Frank, a man who has been the engineer behind Brentford's victory. I mean, without even turning in the game, well, he made it clear that not that they have a secret of playing against Liverpool, but he's got a team that can defend and score goals.
Set pieces, we know we are good, which Liverpool, by the way, also are very good at. I think we are the two, I would say, top scorers who scored the most goals on set pieces this season. And then we knew that when we won it, there was good opportunities to play behind them. I don't think that's any secret against Liverpool. They are very successful in what they're doing. We have other areas where people can hurt us. And then we also, very aware, try to cross the ball to critical areas. And that worked perfectly today. And then I would say the way we defend is incredible. The clear structure, but also that we're brave to go high sometimes, but also how to close it down low.
Following that game yesterday, talking about Liverpool's defeat, the team is now 6th on the Premier League log with 28 points from 17 games, winning 8, drawing 4 and losing 5. Brentford 7th, moving to that spot with 26 points, meaning Brentford has won 6 matches, they've drawn 8 and they've lost 4 from 18 games. Well, remember, there will be games tonight in the English Premier League. Arsenal starting the game against Newcastle United. Where's the 1,000 naira? Oh, thank you very much.
My pocket.
We'll use somebody's money to buy drinks for everybody, and we send him to buy puff in the market.
Puff Daddy will do the job.
Okay, Puff Daddy will do the job. Let's talk about Mikel Arteta.
Okay, Mikel Arteta will not stop anyone at Arsenal from dreaming about Premier League glory, but the Spaniard wants the Gunners to remain realistic ahead of today's youth meeting with Newcastle United.
Here is Mikel Arteta speaking ahead of today's game.
A very good team. Again, really well coached. I think what Eddie's done in that short period of time, you look at the numbers, incredible, big credit to him and the coaching staff. And then they have created, I believe, a momentum around the team that they play the same way against any opponent. So tomorrow or this evening we'll start to prepare that game, and it's going to be another big test, but we'll play at home in front of our crowd and looking forward to it. It's not about stopping anybody, it's about being realistic where we are, the way we are performing. Obviously it's impressive and we are really happy with that, but as well set the bars and the objectives in the short term and what we want to improve and what is making us win that many football matches.
Okay, wishing the two teams all the best, but I always want to wish Arsenal the best. Reason being that there's money involved.
Yeah.
And Kes can cry. So we have 2 engineers who will lose this week. Laddie Martins lost last night, so Kes should lose tonight. So it will be balanced, right? Okay, now let's move away from that and let's look at all the fixtures of games in English Premier League going down tonight. Everton will be up against the Brighton and Hove Albion at the Goodison Park. One for King Power Stadium clash between Leicester City and Fulham will be going down 8:45. Same time we'll have Arsenal, Newcastle, Everton, Brighton, and for Manchester United will be at the Old Trafford taking on Bournemouth. Well, for Harry Ten Hag, can he continue with the boys winning? And we hope that Marcus Rashford will not come late again.
It's Maguire coming in for me the last match.
Well, let us move on from that side. All right, before wrapping up the show this morning, we'll be back in the evening for extra time. But let's just quickly take a rundown of Spanish Copa del Rey games going down tonight. Espanyol will take on Celta Vigo. FC Cartagena Said will be up against Villarreal. Valencia against La Nucia. Castellano will be up against Real Madrid. Ceuta will take on Elche. Gojon will take on Rayo Vallecano. And Getafe taking on Levante. We'll move on to the other side of the show, AM Update this morning, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. My name is Oladapo Kurubi, aka Youngstriker 9.
And my name is Favor Olorentola. Very soon you will see victory in his New Year attire.
Look this man now.
It's a beautiful morning, Niger. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us? No! But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 Naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all, though. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 Naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Great people of your South Senatorial District, what do you want?
Freedom, development, youth empowerment.
That is right. Here is another 4 years opportunity to get it right in Oyo South Senatorial District. Cast your vote for Honorable Oluwasegun Theophilos Oladimeji Otto under the auspices of Labour Party as our representative at the National House of Assembly, Senate. Otto, a man of the people, credible and intelligent leader, social transformer, an advocate for youth empowerment always. On this note, market men and women, artisans, civil servants, students across all levels, social groups, religious houses, and many others. Vote for Honorable Oluwasegun Theophilos Oladimeji Otto to represent Oyo South Senatorial District on the Labour Party with the logo of a father, mother, and children. Let's do it together. No carryover. Vote for Otto. Labour Party!
Forward ever!
Happy New Year from all of us at the station.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It's a beautiful morning right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9, 20 minutes gone past 9. Welcome to the second edition of From the Dailies in this very new year, the 2nd of January, of course, 2023. My name is the third. It's running though. My name is Victor Richard.
I was about asking if you continue to keep the date till the 31st of December 2023.
I mean, it's my birth month, so I'm like counting down.
When's your birthday?
27th, so I'm just counting down to exact day.
All right, I've got with me the Nation newspaper and the Punch. Well, we'll look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Hey, well, most of the headlines we have is still concerning the letter and the endorsement of Peter Obi by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, although we still have serious, burning issue in the headlines. But let's go straight.
All right, we're beginning with the Vanguard newspaper. Senate in disarray over CBN loan of 23.7 trillion naira to federal government. Adeleke probes 106 million water projects suspend consultants. Of course, we're still taking more stories, of course, from the Vanguard this morning. Lagos warns residents against unsafe sale storage of fuel. Another story here reads, visible underage persons who attempt to vote will be arrested, says INEC. Angry mob attack firefighters in Onitsha for late arrival. All policemen in Ajah Division have been transferred. Police spokesperson is making the statement. OBJ's endorsement, ordinary president of Berkete, is also available. Sheikh Husani tells Tinubu orders. Interesting. Wike Town's Atiku over Obasanjo's endorsement of Peter Obi for president. More stories, of course. Tinubu visited OBJ out of respect for his status. APC presidential candidate aide is making that statement. These are the stories you can find from the Vanguard newspaper.
To the Nation newspaper this morning, please confirm transfer of men from Ajah division. The cap headline from the Nation newspaper. Find that story in the page 5. Page 25 is still on the cap headline. Nigeria raises concern over rising COVID-19 cases in China. 4 killed in gunmen attack on Ohakim's convoy. And the red headline this morning, taxpayers to generate TCC, says FIRS. IPOB will not call for election boycott. Okay. And looking at the banner headline this morning, letter, Obasanjo is jealous, frustrated, says presidency. And this story has 2 writers. Wike, ex-president's endorsement of Obi staying on Atiku. Backing for LP presidential candidate inconsequential. You want to read more? Get the Nation newspaper this morning. And we have a quick look at the front page picture. In Ondo State, All Progressives Congress, APC chieftain Dr. Olusegun Abraham addressing a rally organized by him to drum support for presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who returned to Nigeria yesterday after the lesser agenda. A few headlines before we return to victory. Tinubu insists petrol subsidy must go. 1/3 of the world may slip into recession this year. IMF warns woe. Igboho threatens protest in Ibadan over Amoteku's role on missing man. This and more, find from the Nation newspaper.
All right, that's it on the Nation. Let's now move to the Nigerian Tribune. Bolanle Rahim, DPO policemen in Ajah division transferred. Those who can get Obasanjo's endorsement should seek Gowon. IBB Abdusalam Shehusani is making that statement. Blame Obasanjo for recommending another person, not me, Wike tells Atiku. Obasanjo seeking 3rd term through Obi, says Atiku's spokesman, Bala. You are part of the problem. Bolaji Akiyemi knocks Obasanjo over Peter Obi's endorsement. Underage voters, parents, will be arrested for electoral fraud. INEC is making that statement. Currency withdrawal deadline, 70% of Nigerians to be taken unawares, says ex-MBA chair. Gbajabiamila plans removal of honorable from reps designation. These are the stories you can find on. This story is very funny to me, the last story, because I mean literally everybody answers honorable these days, so you don't know who
my honorable sir. I heard different reactions concerning that that this happens to be like the weakest push from Gbajabiamila. Remember a few days ago, that was a few months ago during the ASU strike, he came out, he even led the negotiation, I mean, to calm the whole issue player. And ASU came out before the end of the year saying that they were cajoled by Gbajabiamila. And there are a lot of things to talk about, not even taking off honorable from
and this is concern at the moment, so I get where that is coming.
Okay, let's just look at more headlines this morning. The cap headline on the Punch newspaper, page 16, you can find that story. External reserves fell by $3.4 billion in 2022, report from Punch newspaper. Mobile subscriptions rise by 23 million, now 218 million. Power generation crashes by 919 megawatts. Gencos lose 1.8 trillion naira. How can we save? Page 17 of A Punch has a story. National Assembly budget 850 million naira for failed constitution amendment. And a banner headline this morning: anti-Buhari letter. Presidency lambast Obasanjo, says ex-president government corrupt. And the writers to that headline: Obasanjo sold $3.2 billion Oz Khan, other asset for peanut. Removed governments arbitrarily. Okay, removed governors arbitrarily. Ex-president deceived Southeast with second Niger bridge. Buhari completed it. Okay. The last rider, OBJ hypocrite, plotting third term interim government through Obi, APC, PDP. All right, more stones to be thrown at just one person. Okay, looking at the shoe headlines this morning. G5 governors adamant set for marking day campaign. Ajah DPO transferred as police redeploy cops. Commend Punch. Adeleke fumes as Oyetola insists tribunal will sack governor. Read more, page 13 of Punch newspaper, and you want to get more headlines, get the Punch newspaper with the headlines we've taken out. But remember, the front page picture had fun seekers, who celebrated the new year at the National Children's Park in Abuja. We were at work, but in Ogun, Lagos, Abuja was more of celebrations.
Indeed. Well,
Okay.
you can be a part of the conversation this morning as we are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So you can jump on the platform and let us in on your thoughts regarding some of the headlines we've addressed this morning. Of course, the phone lines will be opened shortly for you to call in and also lend in your 2 cents. The number would be 0909-888-9939. We're also taking messages via WhatsApp or regular text to 0904-422-2939. Right now, we're moving to the burning issues.
Okay, talking about the burning issue this morning. The first is the one you can find on all newspapers this morning, which is concerning what happened in Lagos, with the police force confirming the transfer of men from the Ajah division. I feel when you have investigation ongoing, either these people are suspended, and after the investigation you can call for transfer. But why should this happen at this point in time? We also read in the papers that Yemi Oshibajo, commiserated with the family of Balanli Rahim. But do you think this should have happened at this point in time? Don't you think this will also stall the investigation process? 2, 3, is this not a process where everybody will just forget about this case? 4, if this happens, these police officials, don't you think they will also commit atrocities at their next point of duty? Because you have these people, there is an investigation ongoing, and the next thing we heard few days after, transfer of these officials. That is the first burning issue this morning.
Well, there were reports that the policemen in Ajah, some of them were seen drinking, some of them were drunk and whatnot under the influence of drugs. Hence the need to transfer them, because your environment has a huge, play on, your personality. Environments are very influential.
Transfer them to where?
That's the issue. There hasn't been a statement as to where they've been transferred to. We don't know if they've been transferred into, going for rehab, or since there's no station that's been stated that they were transferred to, that information is very sketchy to us at this time. But David Hundeyin is saying they've been transferred, and that's a measure put in place to ensure that they are being disciplined.
Maybe to also avoid attack on the station or attack on the men at that place.
Well, it could be a measure to do that, but I think, of course, Benjamin Hundeyin, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, definitely has a reason for these transfers that has been made recently. So we're definitely going to look forward to more reports on that.
Let's look at the tweet coming from Benjamin Hundeyin. He said that I can confirm that the publication has been overtaken by events. The new DPO Ajah CSP Adolf Ogu has earlier in the week dismantled all the shanties around the police station. And that is due to, based on the reports that Ajah policemen were caught drinking on duty and abandoned their work. We have, attacks or wrong action taken before taking decisions. I think we post-react instead of taking action very early. If the Punch newspaper had not taken this step on their investigation, I don't think the Nigerian police force in Lagos State would have done something. And the continued tweet says, in addition, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Abiodun Alabi, FDC, has already effected the transfer out of all personnel of the division with replacement from other divisions. This would fully materialize in a couple of days. While appreciating Punch for the expose, we encourage more Lagos residents to, as usual, say something whenever they see something, as this will translate to a better policing experience for all. Remember, security is everyone's business. You're collecting salary.
I think it's very sad that people who are meant to protect the lives of Nigerians are somewhat the ones putting our lives at risk, because you're put in a position to ensure security and you left your position to drink and gyrate and do things that are frivolous. It's very, very unfortunate.
Does that also show that the whole NSAS protest was a waste of time, energy, souls, blood?
You know what I think? I think that NSAS really did teach us a great deal of lesson, but we are yet to apply these lessons into our practical lives. That's why we still have cases of police brutality in Nigeria. That is why we have a victim like Bolanle Rahim still, facing death as a result of, police inhumanity.
Let us go on a break, and when we return, we'll pick your calls, get your contributions this morning. Do not go anywhere.
Happy New Year from all of us at the station.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all, though. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Welcome back. This is still from the dailies right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9, and we're looking at some of the burning issues this morning. The first story, of course, was the transfer of the policemen in Ajah Division in Lagos, Nigeria, and now we're moving to visible underage persons who attempt to buy votes or go to the polling unit.
Yes,
because they have been used as well for
Yes.
vote buying, right? Going to the polling unit will be arrested, and not
Their
only their parents as well will be arrested. So is it safe to say that INEC are really putting in the measure to ensure that we have the free, fair and credible election come 2023? Our analyst is joining us this morning, Comrade Femi. It's good to have you the first time in the year 2023. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Happy New Year.
I wish you the best.
Okay, so comrade, very early in the year we've been getting so many hitting headlines and burning issue. Let's start with that of the redeployment of the police force at Ajah. That is according to the report we got from the spokesperson for the police force in Lagos State. And is it that in Nigeria we decide we always take action after the deed has been done? And do you think these men transferred will not also, repeat the same act where they're transferred to?
The purpose of their transfer is best known to them. We should not take that away from them. Maybe for rehabilitation, maybe for training, retraining, and training. So we should not. We should wait for more information on that. Maybe they were saw drinking, and maybe the reason why that they were transferred. Maybe we need more clarification on that before we can even discuss on that.
Okay.
But the second question is that why do you have to take action after the incident has happened? It is so sad. People have been calling for restructuring of our police force. After EndSARS, people have been calling for that, and we are still experiencing the same mistake. Today, people will attack police divisional headquarters. Nothing will be done. I always ask myself, where is the intelligence unit? What are they doing? Most of them, they went out of the country for training, and coming back to Nigeria, they are operating on the same system. So sad. So they need to take action. They need to restructure police force. They need to decentralize police force. It is the same mistake, the same problem after EndSARS. I'm afraid EndSARS part 2 may occur.
All right. Let's move away from that story and talk about one of the big events that will be happening in 2023, which is the general election, and it's pretty much approaching, and INEC putting the necessary measure to ensure that we have a seamless election, one of which will be, the recent announcement that visible underage persons would be arrested if they come to the polling units to vote, as well as their parents, because according to INEC, they are abating, that movement by their children. And it's been alleged that this is very common in a particular region, in the country, right? And that's why they're putting all these measures. Do you think that this is the step in the right direction? I mean, a rational person would think so.
That step is the best and the step in the right direction. I'm in love with that step, and I'm very happy. If you look at most of their votes in the northern part, most of their voters are underage. Students of maybe 9 years, 7 years, 8 years. You see them on polling on election day. You see them. They're also on queue to vote. So it is a big problem, and they need to address that issue. So it is the right step at the right time. So INEC is trying, and I hope federal government should support them. So if they can arrest those children and the parents, not only the children, but the parents also, I hope it is best at this particular time.
But arrest these kids to keep where?
On the northern side, in the eastern part, they also have their own issue, which is insecurity. And I'm still afraid. And I don't even know whether we are going to have elections on state in the eastern part. We are talking about Imo State, Anambra, and some states, even Port Harcourt. I don't because my fear is the youth cover that we are going to engage in this INEC official job. It is a big risk for them and electorate also.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Femi Olugbemi, for joining us this morning.
No, thank you very much.
All right. Happy New Year once again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Same wishes. All right. Okay. Let's move straight to the calls this morning. Remember, you can be part of the program to make your calls and contributions.
The numbers are 0909 888 9939 or 0912 222 2939. We're also taking messages via WhatsApp and regular text to 0904 422 2939. Otherwise, you can drop them on Facebook on the comment section as well as YouTube, and we'll be sure to read those messages. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. Kemi calling from Akobo.
Kemi, good morning to you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear
please.
you clearly.
Yes, on police brutality, it can only be reduced to barest minimum. It can never be eradicated in Nigeria system. Because the system has been corrupted. Let's not deceive ourselves. They recruit anyhow. They do not follow procedures until they sanitize the system. I mean police system. Police system. Yes. They should sensitize them. Training and retraining, they should let them know they can't misbehave while on duty. And on vote buying, I will implore Nigeria. If we sell our vote for 5,000 naira, will that 5,000 naira take care of us for good 4 years or 8 years? If we exchange our right for 4 yards of Ankara, are we going to put on the Ankara for good 4 years or 8 years? We should think twice. Fine, there's poverty in the land, but we should think twice before selling our vote. Politicians will come out. Yes, the time is here. They will come out to entice us with money and material things. We should wake up from our slumber and vote in someone that is ready to deliver, not people that will deceive us for another 4 to 8 years. We need to put an end to this administration we are experiencing under APC. Good morning, Kenny from Akobo.
Thank you very
much,
much,
for
Kemi.
your thought.
0909. Yeah, 0909-888-9939. 0912-222-2939.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you.
Morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm Bosse from Oledo.
Bosse, thank you for joining us. Let's go.
Please, you can check on leave. Hello?
I didn't hear that.
Is my namesake on leave? Favor.
Oh, no. She was on air this morning.
Yeah.
She's not on leave.
Yeah, she's...
I just want to urge Nigerians, because we have been having it hot recently from our politicians, the deceit and the endorsement. Fine, Baba endorsed his candidate. It's his own opinion that he made known to Nigerians, but it's not urging Nigerians to follow him, because we all have our own opinion. We have what we want to. So if Baba's election, Baba's votes cannot determine everybody's vote. So we all have, we should do what is needful. We are experiencing pain. This APC-led federal government has pains to Nigerians. We are suffering shortage of power. Even family health, nation of ours today. A lot of things are happening in Nigeria.
Bosse, your line is breaking.
Bosse, maybe you should try and change your location.
Yes.
We're having network bridges right there. But someone here. Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. Welcome to From the Dailies.
This is Balkis.
Hey, Balkis, good morning to you. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Okay. As regards ex-President Obasanjo's endorsement of the LP party, Madam has a constitutional right to endorse anybody he feels like. I can also decide to endorse either Oyetola or Seyi Makinde or anybody for good governance. I have it. However, let's not forget that Baba also publicly endorsed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2014. In fact, he supported him throughout his first tenure. I don't know what has gone wrong and what has changed now. Now, why the APC apologists are getting nervy as regards the letter, open letter of Obasanjo is what I do not understand. Because since the letter says in 2007, he has been writing open letters to all the presidents to call their attention to one or two things. So why this particular letter is especially getting to them is what I don't understand. Now, if we remove Obasanjo's name and put another person's name, the content of the letter true? Go to the streets of Ibadan, sample people's opinion to check if they are suffering or if their suffering has not aggravated since this federal government has power in 2015. So that should just please sit down and endorse the candidate. Right now we say that we choose the best person for us. Please go to power some of the ignorance of President.
Good morning to you. Thank you very much for your thought. I mean, there's a reason why some people in the society are called elder statesmen, and it's because of their opinion. I do understand that, the former president,
Olusegun
Obasanjo, writing a letter might somewhat be of strong influence to another. But you have your mind, you have your power to your mind to make your own decision. Yes, the letter was, it's been consistent. It's something that he does, to point out some of the problems we're having in the country. And I know that the only issue is because he endorsed a candidate. But remember that, both the APC and the PDP, they visited him. So assuming he endorsed one of them, would this issue be coming up?
That's also another question. Hello, good morning. We'll lost our call.
0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. That's the number to call in this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good back from October.
Okay.
On Obasanjo endorsing Labour parties like they are. He has the right to support whoever he likes. So my question is, why is APC pained? Obasanjo regime might not be the best so far, but still far, far better than the administration we have at the center today. Yes, the change we are experiencing under progressive parties today wasn't the change we dreamt of. Well, I will advise Nigeria, I will implore Nigerians, rather, we should vote wisely in the forthcoming general election. So we need to repeat the same mistake we made 8 years ago. Good morning, Kemi calling from Africa.
Kemi, thank you for your contribution. 0909-888-9939, 0912-222-2939. Now, let's talk about INEC. The question you asked Comrade Femi Olubemi earlier, about saying that, any underage, found at the polling unit or at the voting centers would be arrested, including their parents. I feel like maybe an empty threat, because you need to do your homework well. Security officials on ground, for those who have the PVCs, should be allowed, and you need to also go to different media houses. Let them know the right things to be done. Not that we have deaf people.
Yes, and I think that, just saying they would be arrested is not enough consequences for Nigerians. Because where are they being taken to for the children? Do we have juvenile centers in this country where you want to keep these kids? So what's the plan? Is it that they'll be arrested for a couple of days and they will be released, or their name will be tainted as ex-convict? What's the repercussion? What's the consequence of that action? That's what I would like to be spelled.
Another thing is, what is the responsibility of the National Orientation Agency? They should be working hand in hand with INEC. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Happy New Year,
Yeah, Uwesila, same wishes here.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I want to start from the transfer in Nigeria. I mean, that is the police station. To me, I believe the transfer is a welcome development. But what I thought is, when the transfer is being made, and where have they been transferred, they need to do the investigation first before any transfer. And when they want to make any transfer, let them transfer those that they believe are guilty or are found wanting to all these insurgency areas to go and meet sweet people here. Maybe they will enjoy their life there. And the destruction of that place too, it's a welcome development, but my concern also is, why are they destroying it now? They need to do thorough investigation before demolition.
Because evidence can be tampered with.
Yeah, demolition now means they are trying to somehow eradicate or hide happenings there. So you don't want people to really know what has been happening there before now. That's why you decided to take this step. So I expected them to do necessary investigation before deciding to destroy that place. And our children going to electoral areas.
Yeah, polling centers.
What are they doing there? What are they doing there? Once you're underage, you are supposed not to be there. My concern is, INEC, I believe they can let it cut across, because we know the way they play their politics. Some people you might think you might be looking at if they are underage. INEC might end up telling you they are not underage. If I allow them to vote. So it's sincerity now that comes on. It's sincerity. And Obasanjo endorsement. I want everybody to look at the reason why the man is endorsing the person is endorsing. So that you can use that criteria to measure your own candidate you have in mind. You're not just condemning the man in we know, unless we want to deceive ourselves, politically we know the differences between Obasanjo and Tinubu, Obasanjo and Atiku. But for him to have endorsed who he has endorsed, it might be personal. It is personal, not even might be personal. It is personal to him. But I want us to use the yardstick in which he used in picking who he has been, because he gave us reasons. Let's look at those candidates from that perspective to decide on who to vote for. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Uwesila. We'll go on the break, and when we return, we'll read the messages and, drop the anchor on the show.
It's a beautiful morning, Nigeria. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
The urge to experience the revival of God's children and consequently that of the nations is biting stronger by the day. Sadly, with the delay looking as a denier, our watchful eyes gave in to sleep. But then, from our sleep, we hear the heavens declaring, "Arise, kill and heat." We shall therefore be gathering at the December Retreat 2022, holding between Wednesday, December 28 and Sunday, the 1st of January 2023, to declare through prayer and fasting our readiness to trust God's process of bringing out revival. Kickoff time is 11:45 p.m. on the 28th of December. Ministry Shegun Ario and other anointed servants of God. You can register online via www.thepottersmission.org. We shall be live on Facebook at Shegun Ario, on YouTube at Potter's House Christian Mission, and mixlr.com/crossfire live. For inquiries, please call Hillary on 003-879-4134, NDG on 003-475-4155. December Retreat 2022. Arise, kill and eat.
Still the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9 FM. We're 6 minutes to the top of the hour. It's time for us to take some of the messages we've received on our different platforms. We begin with Facebook, of course. Omwade Dekunle saying the issue of fuel scarcity and fuel price discrimination are as a result of the failure of the federal government to fix our refineries, despite the trillions of naira being spent on these projects. Yet none of these refineries are functioning. Meanwhile, APC promised to rehabilitate our refineries in 2014-2015, but now they failed to do so. If they don't have the political will to fix this issue, they should buy the idea of Atiku by privatizing our oil sector so that we can have enough modular refineries here in Nigeria.
Olayinka Adetola says the APC was elected primarily to tackle the issue of insecurity because of Baba Buhari's military experience as a retired Major General. But it is unfortunate that the issue of insecurity is deteriorating under their watch, which has bastardized virtually all sectors in the country. I'm highly disappointed in this government by failing us woefully.
Oluwaseun Root is saying good morning to you. Nigeria is one of the largest oil producing nations, but we keep experiencing fuel scarcity and hike in fuel price because of the failed government we have at the helm of affairs. Yet they keep paying billions on fuel subsidy and to refine the oils. They gave us hope in 2015 by promising us 4 refineries, but here we are, no single one is done. The failure of APC federal government to revive our moribund refineries is the cause of these problems Nigerians are facing. Was these the change and next level they promised us? May God deliver us from this maladministration.
This is 9:56 and we about wrapping up the AM update this morning. We started with sports to from the dailies to the burning issue this morning. Remember, coming up next is Mokajue. That's your Yoruba political program where politicians, those vying for political positions, come on air to talk about their plans, why they deserve to be voted for. But remember, your vote is your power, your vote is your right. My name is Oladapo Kunubi.
My name is Victory Richard. Good morning.
My people, look here, face me like Facebook. Na go see Lisa, na go say na chameleon.
Time don't come for us to wake up.
My people, it's not time for action. Yeah. No more talk. We know what, yeah, leaders, we don't tire. Yeah, this situation, we don't get you.